What's up, YouTube, and welcome. Today I want to talk about something that I feel is often overlooked. We'll call it an enhancement, but certainly something that I think most people don't even think about. Kind of like walking on the sidewalk. You cut your grass, tidy up the yard, trim the bushes, but no one really thinks about cleaning out the sidewalk. And this is kind of like the sidewalk of web pages or web building, and it's the scroll bar. So I'm going to show you how to change your scroll bar to match your web pages, and I'm going to show you how to do that in Groove Pages. And if you don't have an account, there'll be a link in the bottom of the description. You can grab you a free account, follow along. You can make this magic happen for yourself. Let's get started. Okay, here we are in Code Plunker. Shout out to the makers, developers of it. See, there's the code right there. And what I want to do here is I'm going to show you basically a breakdown of what each thing does before I show you how to implement it in Groove. That way you have an idea of what you're changing and what the changes will do. Now, it'll be very hard to mess this up, but it's not impossible. So just follow along and you'll see how the magic happens. This is just a code I came up with. Not necessarily my code. This is a standard CSS code for controlling your scroll bar right here. I just kind of put my own little twist on it, added some things. You'll see in one of the demos later that I added a few more features, but we're going to keep it basic for this tutorial just so I can give you an idea of what you can do. And the possibilities are truly endless, as you will see. But let's start out right here. This is the scroll bar track. That's right there. So that's the track for the scroll bar. This right here is the shadow, which is this insert shadow that goes around the scroll bar. And then this basically determines how dark or light the scroll bar gets. It's going to be a gradient effect. So it's not going to make it pure black or pure white. It's always going to have kind of that shading to it with the way this is set up. So I'll show you what that looks like. So let's bump this up. And you can see it got a little darker right there. Now let's bring a little more of it through. Now you can see how gray it's gotten. Still keeping that gradient effect. So let's put that back. Okay, right here is the radius, which is this curve right here. So 10 is a default. You want to keep it right there. You can go lower, but you don't want to go any higher. So let me show you what that looks like. Change that to 0. And as you can see, it made the ends flat. And you can go from 1 to 10, and that'll determine how much of a curve you add to that. Let's put that back. And right here is the background color. This is a default color. So if you ever get stuck or lost, just put it back on F5, F5, F5. It'll blend nicely with your web page. But let's just do, here we'll do black. So you can see what I'm talking about. And that changes that. Control Z to go back. Put that back the way it was. Okay. Right here is what I like to call the scroll bar hoof. And the hoof is like the horseshoe. And you'll see in a moment. But right here, the width is 12. I always like to keep it a little bit bigger than that. So if you adjust that, you can adjust that to be just a little bit bigger. And you'll see why in a moment. Right now it's the default color. So it's going to blend in. You're not really going to see it, but we're going to show you what it looks like now. So we're going to change it to black. And there it is. As you can see, that's that little edge. You still have the curve there, right there. And that part you don't see. It's kind of like that's this right here. You can barely see it. And I left this here just so you can get an idea of what a normal standard scroll bar looks like. But if you have like a black header and a black footer or whatever color, you can change that color to make it match Looks real nice. Okay, let's put that back. Control Z. Put that back. Now you got your thumb, which is this thing right here I've been messing with. And this is the radius, so this is this curve. So same principle as up here. 0 through 10 determines the curve of that. And I always will try to make those match. So put that on 0. You can see that it made those edges flat. And then if you want to make it match, put that on 0. And there you go. Now, just like that, with this one code, you got 2 different styles of scroll bar. So let's put that back. Put that back. There you go. Now, same principle up here with the styling for the shadow. That's the shadow around here. It's already on dark. So let's take it down to the default, as you can see, and we'll make this 3. So let's just lighten it up a little bit. Let's see it again. You can see it got a little darker right there. Let's bring out the color. There you go. And last but not least, the background color. I prefer hex colors. I don't know them all, but there is a list of them on the internet. You can go download and find and change this to whatever color your heart's desire to match whatever you got going on with your website. But we just had it green, so let's make it yellow. There you go. Or maybe even red. And that's pretty much the basics of how this works. I'm gonna put this back. Now that should have been 3. This is 6. But you can get in here, play around with this, and come up with your own little code and start popping those things into all your websites. All right, now we're going to head over to Groove Pages, and I'm going to show you how to implement this code into one of your Groove Pages. See you there. All right, we're back. Now we're over at Groove Pages. And again, if you don't have an account, there'll be a link in the description at the bottom. You can get you a free account, come follow along, go in there and play around. You can make up to 3 different websites with the free account, which is more than most places give you, even when they charge you. And you can do a lot of other things with the free account. But for right now, we're going to show you how to change your scroll bar. Let's get to it. Let's go in here. Some of the websites I've been designing here. Here, we'll already have one on this one, so we'll go here. And here's a page. Now what you want to do is, once you go to your page, and keep in mind, you have to have something on it to at least fill the page to create the scroll bar. I know some people make that mistake. They say they can't see the scroll bar. Well, you can't see it because if there's nothing on the page or not enough information on the page, the scroll bar won't come out to even scroll. So you got to make sure you at least have that. But you want to go to Pages, and you want to click on these 3 dots right here, and then you want to go to Edit Settings. Now in here you can change the name of the page, you can add a header title, your meta tag keywords, anything for your SEO that you want to add, you can do that here. Right here is a custom CSS. Now this is the CSS for everything on this page, so you don't want to mess around in here. You want to go to the one just below it. Now this will probably be empty. Since I have stuff on the page, it already is populated, and I came in earlier and I added a scroll bar just to test it out and make sure it worked. 2 key things I need you to remember. You need to make sure that you have the style on and the style off. So make sure those are in the code. If you see a bunch of crazy text up here, that means the text is leaked out, because something is open in here. So you could either have maybe forgot to put one of those on, or didn't put the style on and style off in here, and that'll happen. So I'll make sure that's included in the code. However, I wanted to make sure you knew where to look just in case something happened. So again, just like in the demonstration, here's everything you need right here. Now, let's go see what this looks like. Make sure you click that to save it. Automatically saved if you saw that. Let's hit publish. And let's fire it up. Okay. And there it is, right there. There's your scroll bar. I just made it black so you can see the difference. And even with that, it's definitely an added touch to your web design. Set your page a little bit apart from the average scroll bar that people use. All right, now let's go back in there. Let's make some changes. Again, go back to where you can edit the page. We're going to pages. Click on those three dots. We're going to edit settings. And we're going to scroll down. And we're going to find where we have the thumb, because that's pretty much what everybody likes to change. You can see right there we have it black. So let's say we want to match this color right here. Now you can go in the groove and find out what color that is, copy it over. That's one way of doing it. When I make my pages, I generally write down my primary colors, have them listed on a sheet of paper so I can just look down and have them right there in front of me. But you can also go up here to this little handy dandy tool right here, eyedropper, and click on that. That's just a Chrome extension, it's free. And then it will tell you, if you look in the bottom right hand corner, it'll tell you what color that is. And that's 2E56CC. So let's go down here. And we're going to type in 2E56CC. And we're going to save it. Okay, now I'm going to go to publish. All right, now we already have it open right here, so we're going to go here and watch the toolbar here. We're going to refresh. And there it is. Perfect match. And that's how you do it. Now I'm going to show you some examples of some other web pages that I've created that I've added the toolbar. I keep saying toolbar. I apologize. That I've added the scroll bar to and changed it. So right here's one of my favorites. And you'll see I love the candy stripes. I do not know why, but I love the candy stripes. And you can make those lines go across, up and down, angle. Let me see if I have one in here. That's the same. How about this one? See, there it is right there. 45-degree angle. Matches the color of the site. And I added the hover effect. Beautiful. Now here's another one I did. Kind of like that grape purple. Love that color. Love this one too. Again, candy stripes. Can't go wrong. Guess that's my little thing. And that's how you implement that into Groove. Remember, these three dots. Edit the settings. Scroll down. I got everything laid out, marked, so you know where you are. Scroll bar hoof, we know what that does. And then the thumb, which is what most people will want to change. Save it. Publish it. Reload it. Love it. All right, and remember, if you do not have an account, get your free account. I am telling you, this is a powerful, powerful program. You cannot go wrong, and it's free. You can make up to 3 websites. You can make as many pages that you want in a website. Even with the free one, you can make 3 different ones. That's more than enough. You also get other functions to help you build web funnels, sell your products, promote your products. I mean, you can't go wrong. I'm a platinum member simply because I wanted all the extras. But even with that, I won't say you don't need them, but you can get by in the beginning with just a free plan. So check it out. And I'll see you there. And this is how you change your scroll bar. All right. Don't forget to like and subscribe, share, hit the notification button. And trust me, I don't do videos a lot. I try my best, but I know when there's information that needs to be shared, someone's got to do it. So I want to make sure that I share this knowledge with you. And I appreciate you taking the time to check it out. All right. Take care and thank you. Create that free account. Peace.